Hello dear friends, it's me, Duhad, and I'm here to bring you another fascinating and life-affirming list, assuming that this is released after the top 10 list, which it probably will not be. Normally, I would beat around the bush for a bit, but I'm assuming that you have read the name of the video, so Now, I'm sure there are some of you out there who are asking yourselves, even now, why Season 3? Isn't that the one that most people didn't like as much? Didn't it get cut in half because of arbitrary syndication numbers, and had its staff's attention split by Littlest Pet Shop and Equestria Girls? To these people I pose this counter-argument. Shut up! Now that's taken care of, let's get down to me explaining the top 10 reasons why! What? Wait, what? Seriously? Alright. Okay, so due to another longer video being worked on, and with more attention being paid to our Friday live shows, the higher-ups at Radio's Magic Entertainment have decided to cut this list in half. So, without further ado, let's get down to the top 5 reasons Season 3 was the best season of My Little Pony. Number 5. Gack. If you watched the Season 3 premiere on the Hub or a semi-legal stream, then you too know the transcendent moment when you learned that Gack was back. There is little I can add to the gravitas of this event, and for those who missed it, there is little I can do to capture the majesty as the internet alighted with images of, and messages spreading the good news of the return of Gack. And why not, I say, Gack's endless uses, as demonstrated by his now legendary advertisement, place it among the upper echelons of human achievement. I would go on, and God only knows the Herculean effort it takes me to hold myself back from doing so, and from keeping this item so far back as number 5. But like placing the announcement of the invention of penicillin amongst the greatest moments of Amos and Andy, the fact that it has nothing to actually do with the show does dock it a few points. But as we go ahead, just keep in mind, no matter what your objectively wrong criticisms of my picks for examples of why Season 3 is the best are, if not for it, how would we have so quickly learned that Gack is back? Number 4. Half Season. Now stop me if you heard this one before. You start watching a show and you're enjoying it, but over time you start losing interest as it starts to just drag on and on and on. That happened to me when watching The X-Files, and the 5th season of Lost, and Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. It's endemic! Each year I sit down and watch 17 or 18 episodes of Pony before getting bored or something pisses me off, and I quit the show, saying that it's over, the fandom is ruined, and it's betrayed Lauren's vision. Sure, it makes it a little bit confusing when the random pink alicorn shows up out of nowhere married to Twilight's long-lost twin brother, and when the comics suddenly have villains that I don't recognize, but I'm sure they're probably very carefully set up in the show. Even so, it's worth it to not have to watch more Pony. Anyway, having said that, you know what season I didn't have to do that for? Season 3. Just while I was getting bored, BAM! It's over! Number 3. New villains. Quick, name your favorite villain from the new series of My Little Pony. Did you pick Discord with his hilarious Q-like antics? What about Nightmare Moon with her disturbing demeanor? What about Bug Pony, the Music Man, Griffin, or the Critzy? If so, then you're a moron. The right answer was Sombra. Not only is Sombra black, which is cool, but he also has green and red eyes, which are also cool. He also has a totally original horn, costume, and eye effect. If that was not all original, don't steal, and cool enough for you, he also had a totally original backstory, because unlike Luna, it took both sisters and the elements to stop him, and unlike Discord, he was also a super serious villain. Because he had an evil castle and slaves and stuff. Plus, he was just a unicorn and not an alicorn, so he's not a Marisune. Anyone who says otherwise is just being a troll or a hater. I could just stop there and win, but just because I can, Top Gun Pony and Brooklyn Pony, bam, done. Number 2. Weird use of CG. Pixar, we can all agree, is the best animation company of all time. Sure, Golden Age Disney and Studio Ghibli are strong contenders who can edge out ahead of the pack from movie to movie, but on the whole you can put me down for Club Lamp. Apparently, DHX agreed with me on this point, as if there was any doubt. Anyway, since they added blatant and extremely noticeable CGI into the second best episode of the season, less than 10 minutes into Spike at Your Service, I was already hyped as could be. A Spike and Applejack episode? It was a perfect and logical choice for the basis of an episode, and one that we had sorely been lacking. Little did I suspect that I, No, we were in store for a visual feast, the likes of which we had not seen before. My God! Look at it! Look at it! The lack of this in Season 4 is proof of how far over the shark this show has jumped! Oh my, yes. Number 1. Princess Twilight Sparkle. My God, did I hate Twilight. I mean, come on. How long did the show have to drag along this poorly planned mistake that even Lauren Faust probably would have gotten rid of, if not for her untimely demise halfway through Season 2? For almost 3 years, we've had to deal with this worthless unicorn flopping around on screen, wasting everybody's time, with her lack of title and flight. Then, finally, a solution presented itself. In a stroke of brilliance, the writers created an ingenious and cunning plan to deal with their Twilight problem, and to sell a metric butt-ton of toys in one swift stroke. Through classic misdirection, they created an episode, Magical Mystery Cure, which on the surface seemed to be the most rushed, poorly conceived episode the show had ever aired, with bad pacing, a paper-thin plot, poorly established problem that resolved itself within the second act, and that's only saving grace was a plethora of songs called together by the immensely talented Daniel Ingram. Then, in a massive twist, if you've not been on the internet for the last 2 months, Twilight Sparkle, the most hated, useless, dead-end character in all of MLP, finally was given a use, and she was magically granted wings, and for some reason that also made her a princess. Now, some people have said that this ruined her character, and some people who waited to actually watch Season 4 said that it had very little effect on her character. But these people are all morons who need to have their brains checked for intelligence and good taste devouring weasels. Season 3, with Princess Twilight as the gem in its crown, marks the best the show could ever and would ever achieve. As one writer for the Roundtable said in their review of Magical Mystery Cure, Magical Mystery Cure is the perfect conclusion to the show, and a point that many fans will probably leave on before the show is inevitably dragged down by its being dragged out past its logical conclusion. Yes, I could not agree more! And that, dear friends, is why Season 3 is the best season of My Little Pony Friendship is Magic. Period. Until next time, I've been Duhad, and this is the End Team.